So first thing first, let's load our data into Power BI. So yeah, so this is the data which we are going to visualize. So let's click on load. So yeah, so the data is loaded, as you can see on right side column. The Beyonce data set is loaded over here. So okay, so let's build our first visualization. So let's click on bar chart. So let's visualize top tracks first. So in x-axis we are going to put total streams, and in y-axis we are going to put track name, which particular track has how many streams. Okay, so now we can see which particular track has how many streams. Okay, so yeah, let's fastly do the second visualization. We do the aesthetic part later on. Okay, we'll change the user interface and design of the whole dashboard later on. Let's first build all the visual cards. Okay, so now let's build second visualization, which is going to be album breakdown, and which we are going to do with column chart. Okay, so and then over here we are going to use album for x-axis, and we are going to use total streams for y-axis. Okay, fantastic. Sum or average, I'll go with sum. Total. Okay, and then now fastly coming to our third visualization, which is going to be popularity by genre. So for this particular thing which we are going to do, we're going to use column chart again. Okay, so we are going to visualize popularity by genre. Okay, so inserting genre into x-axis, and in y-axis we are going to have popularity score. Okay, okay, so sum or average, sum. We can have a cluster chart over here for this one. Okay, just a second. We use popularity score over here. Okay, I have average 68.39%, 67.55, 65.61. Okay, so average over here, and yes, so we have to set it to average. Okay, and then yeah, that's it. So now let's go to, let's narrow it down a bit to make space, to make room for other visualizations. Okay, I'm gonna have okay, let's keep it like this. Okay, 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 and we're gonna have a genre distribution, for which either I'm gonna use pie chart or donut. Let's go with pie chart. uh, we're gonna use, in legend we're gonna have genre. Okay, and in values we're gonna have count, or like we're gonna have a track name, like which particular track is of which particular genre. Okay, okay, uh, let's do one thing, realign it over here. Okay, and let's add fifth visualization, which is going to be line chart. Clicking on line chart. Okay, let's make space for it. Okay, yeah. Okay, and so here I'm gonna have a release date. I'm gonna visualize streams over the period. Okay, so I'm gonna have a release date at x-axis, which particular song released at which particular time, and in y-axis I'm gonna have daily streams. Okay, you can use month or year. I'm gonna go by month. Let's remove it. Let's remove the date. Okay, and the daily streams, we have to take average of it over here. Okay, perfect. So now let's add some KPI cards. I'm gonna have different KPI cards over here. I'm gonna have let's see total streams. Let's start with this. So it's around 9 billion. uh, Rename it, remove it, and have another card over here which gonna show total albums. So shifting to count distinct, so total albums are 7. Let's rename it, remove it. Okay, and rename it again. Okay, and okay, I'll do that again. Okay, let's have another KPI card which should be total number of tracks. So counting distinctively, it's going to be 61 tracks. Okay, and let's have genre liveliness. Let's have another KPI card showing popularity score, and I'm gonna take average of it. Perfect. So now we have major elements of our dashboard ready. So now move to the aesthetic part of it. Now I'm gonna insert some images to make it more dynamic and more visually appealing. So yeah, Beyonce, it's there, and another element. So these are the PNGs I've already created beforehand. Okay, so yeah, so it looks kind of okay, cool, I guess. Yes. Okay, and the elements are pink, so I think I'm gonna use uh, light pink color as canva background. Okay, a bit more lighter version of it. Okay, perfect. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change the aesthetics of these cards visualization. So track count by genre. Okay, so we'll change the color later on. Let's switching on visual border, switching on shadow, pink. Okay, or darker version of pink. Okay, okay, and shadow. Let's see how does it look. Okay, and I'm also gonna have some kind of background. Okay, increasing transparency. Let's see how does it look. So it looks kind of okay, I guess. Okay. Okay. Hmm. So it looks kind of okay, I guess. Uh, Going to general, going to effects, going to visual border. I'm gonna have light pink color over here, and in shadow also I think I should have light pink. Yes. Okay. Going to effects, changing the color. I think. Okay. Yeah. So it looks kind of okay, I guess. Uh, Light pink, pink. Maybe red could work. I don't know. So let's see. Hmm. No. Okay. Going to general, going to effects, switching it on to pink. Okay. Moving to shadow. Okay. Uh, let's keep. Let's change the title color. Changing it to Arial black. Changing it to white. Keeping it in center. Text wrap, going to visual. Going to legend. Title off. Detail labels off. And what else? Text is going to be white. That's not there. Okay. Let's keep it aligned with the other color. Let's go to slices and let's go to color. Okay, so I want to have colors according to the other uh, elements of this dashboard. So going to R&B, going to this a bit lighter color of pink. Okay, and hip hop I'm going to have this one, so it aligns with rest of the dashboard. Okay, perfect. Similarly I'm gonna do this here. Going to x-axis, switching off title, going to values, making it white. mm, okay, okay, increasing transparency a bit more. How much was there? 57%. Okay, so I'm gonna have 57% over here also. Okay, whatever. Okay, so now uh, switching on visual border, switching on shadow, pink, rounded corners, making it white. Okay, going to visual, going to general first, going to title, total streams by track, keeping it white, changing it to Arial black, and then going to x-axis, clicking on values. Okay, going to y-axis, making it white, Arial black, and switching off title. Okay, so here also I'm gonna change the color. So let's, instead of white, have I don't know, lighter version of it. It's pretty more light. This one's okay, I guess. This one's okay. Okay, so let's go to bars. So change the color to light pink or some other color, I don't know. Increase the transparency. Let's shift to this one's okay. Similarly, I'm gonna do this with this dashboard, changing it to pink. Okay, switching off title, making it white, making it Arial black, bold, making it purple. Okay, making it purple. Okay, keeping it bold. Going to title, making it purple, keeping it bold, aligning, Arial black, popularity score by genre. Score genre. Okay, genre. Okay, and yeah, and of course changing the effect. So which version was pink? Was it? It was visual border on, shadow on, making it white, making it okay. Okay, I think white's gonna work on visual border also. Okay, okay. Should we increase the width? Let's try it. Okay, now similarly, shadow on, shadow color white, visual border on, visual border white, making it pink. Okay, and making it white, centric, bold. Total streams by album. The color has to be okay. The font has to be Arial black. Okay, and of course, uh, value color has to be changed to white. Font also has to change. Title off, and similarly in y-axis, title off. Value color has to be white. Font has to be Arial black. The color has to be light version, very light version of pink. I'll go with this. Uh, hmm. Switching on border, white. Hmm. So similarly, I'm gonna do this with this visualization also. So changing the line color in this line chart to this version. No, let's increase a bit of transparency. So yeah, this is good. So now let's do with the KPI cards. Going to effects. Okay, and switching on white, switching on total streams, switching it to Arial black, switching it to purple, making it bold, aligning it, toning down on number, okay, font size, okay, and call out value would look good if it's in white, Arial black, making it bold, perfect. So yes, making it white, making it Arial black, bold, okay, going to general, switching on title, uh, albums, total albums, making it Arial black, changing font size to this, aligning it, changing the background color to this, more than 50% of transparency, switching on visual border, making it white, as much rounded corners, switching on shadow, switching on white, and now tone down the font size. Just a second. Yeah, yes, perfect. Okay, similarly with this. Now let's do one thing, count of track name. So I'll do one thing, I'll just copy this design and track name, count distinct. Okay, similarly average popularity score. First of all, let's change total albums to total tracks. Okay, average popularity. Let's, yeah, okay, and so for this we need to have a popularity score as count and average of it. Which is of course 67.30. Okay, so what else we could do over here? This looks kind of okay, I guess. It's a good start for a beginner, okay, if you're just starting out. So let's change the color of this dashboard a bit. Okay, okay, so now let's add a few more elements if there's space for it. This is the album card I have added. This looks kind of nice. For this image we can have over here. Not gonna work, so let's add something else. Let's add a Spotify logo whose dummy data we are representing over here. Okay, let's add some other image of a headphone, maybe got a pink tone. Okay, this is perfect, I guess. Okay, so this is a very beginner dashboard for Beyonce. So this data which I visualized over here, it's more sort of a like dummy data, okay, but it's something real data is also something along these lines. So you can create your own data sets. You can visualize your favorite artist accordingly. Okay, so this was our Beyonce dashboard in Power BI.